pumpkins, you got to remember, man, we in crypto, we're the cool kids now. We are not going to normies and joining their crew. You're not joining Taylor Swift's army. You're not joining Katy Perry's army. You're not becoming one of the beehives of Beyonce. You're not simping out there for, like other rappers and stuff. You're not. You're not in that world. Even in sports, you're not there. Okay, crypto is the newest, hottest, schizophrenic, autistic thing in the world. It's a circus. The flywheel of fire's going around. People doing backflips. There's a mermaid on there. It's crazy stuff's happening. You're literally on a pirate island. And it's basically when crypto people, when we meet a famous person in real life, there's like this peacocking. Like, oh, I'm cool in my area. And then they're like, yeah, I'm cool. Who are you? We don't really care. But here's the thing, man. We never cave into them. We go back to our pirate island. And luckily for us, crypto is about a financial casino where you're valued based off how much adoption you can grow in a network. And guess what? If you can make the right bet, you can change your life and make a lot of money. And what we know is all these millions of people in the world are also really poor, and they need to be able to make money. They don't need to listen to another song. They don't need to listen to like another, say, TV show, watch another TV show, watch another movie, or see another sports game. They don't actually really need to listen to their 300th one for the year. They don't actually need to. But what they do need is money. They do need money. Crypto provides that for them. It does. Now, you can lose all your money too. Sorry, too many rugs, right? But making the right bets, you can actually make a lot. You retire. And that's why crypto's a one-way ticket, man. The island, friends, everybody sails to the pirate island of crypto. No one's sailing back. Only a few cucks sail back. They're usually like mainstream influencers. Unfortunately, they're taking like subscription money or indicator service money. And yeah, people are paying them money. And then what these people are doing is they're going and sending it to their bank account. So they're basically taking crypto money, dumping it, sending it to their bank account, and they're going and buying real estate and stocks and everything else. They're taking money outside of the system. They're just that one loser who's moving out there. And yeah, there's big scum out there that do it. Sweet. But millions of people are net coming in. They don't want to leave. They say they want to leave, like we do now. When it goes up, no one wants to leave. Trust me, the FOMO, the building up, everything is just too much to ignore because the growth rate is huge, man. Houses grow at 5% per year in America, 10% per year in Australia. We got like one of the world's worst Ponzi's here. Okay, so think about that, 5 and 10%. Stock market grows 8 to 10%. Gold market grows at 8%. You see those numbers? Anything between 5 and 10%. All those assets. Altcoins are growing at 55% for the past 5 years compounded. So to compare those numbers, 8, 55. 8, 55. That's a deviation of 7. You're literally getting richer 7 times faster in altcoins. Same as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's growth rate is about 44%. So it's 6 times faster. Crazy. I wonder why people don't give a shit about this all the normie stuff once they discover crypto. How can you? This is literally changing your life at 7 times faster than every other boomer asset out there. And it's happening. Now it all makes sense, doesn't it? Now, we're not going to grow at 55% compounded per year forever for altcoins. It's going to drop over time. But it's still way, way, way better than what it is. It's going to glide down over time. Okay, now you're 7 times better than traditional assets. Then it's going to become 6.5, and then 6, and then 5.5, and then 5 over time. Yeah, that's the next 10 to 15 years. By the way, you've turned your 10 grand into like 1 million. By that point, you made 100x, hopefully. Okay, maybe you've turned your 10 grand into 500K. Maybe you can at least, then you can finally cash out, get some real estate, whatever it is, okay? But you're not changing your life in those other boomer assets. You're not. Unless you give yourself 30 years. You give yourself 20 to 30 years, sweet. Okay, if you don't have 20 to 30 years, what else are you going to do? What's your alternative? What's your alternative? I'd like to hear. There is none. There literally is none, okay? You know how we know? Because all those people in the alternatives, they are net migrating to crypto. Every single macro fund, emerging markets, all these. Okay, friends, we look at all the stats. We're winning so much. We're still winning. Think about this, man. We drop 95%. We still don't leave. We still don't leave. We are the asset. The people are the asset. And they know that. They can feel that. They're just in denial now. They think, oh, well, this whole thing's going to go to zero and everyone's going to leave. Well, guess what? Coins do go to zero and we still don't leave. There's only one way for this industry to grow, man. Crypto, global. Crypto is worldwide. It's just, we're destined for much, much, much higher prices. Right now, total industry, 2 trillion. Gold, 16. I think it's racist for them not to be equal. And then we can figure out what our growth rate is after that point. I think crypto should head towards 16 trillion for gold. It should. Now, will it? I don't know. Also, be careful with that estimate as well, because they can mint real estate and bonds, real world assets. They can mint them and stamp their market cap onto the blockchain, and now inflates your market cap number. But those assets aren't tradable with our shit coins and Bitcoin and stuff. So, for example, you can take $100 billion of US Treasury and then just mint 100 billion USDC, the value of it, on our blockchain, but it only sits on one protocol. And it can't swap with anything. There's no liquidity for it. It's worth that much. Maybe it trades with other bonds like itself, okay? But it can't actually come into, say, Uniswap and then, like, you know, buy some of our poopy poop coins and send us flying up to them. They can't actually do that. So the whole industry grows, but it doesn't actually impact you, does it? It's kind of like if you owned an apartment, let's say in Brazil, in one of the, you know, like the one of the very poor drug neighborhood areas. If you owned an apartment there, even though the world maybe real estate rate is growing at, like, you know, 5% per year, maybe yours only grows at 2%. Okay, because you can't capture all of that. Even though they're making more real estate and they're building bigger sky rises in New York, that's not affecting you in, like, Brazil, for example. Okay, so it's literally that same analogy. Hopefully there's a way for us to bet on the index of crypto, but hopefully there kind of isn't too, because if that happens, it's literally game over. If when they have a crypto index, when they have like a crypto 100 index, even like a crypto 50 index, that's just, it's gone, finished by then. Think about that. If there's a crypto even think about this, even when there's 20, there's a crypto 20 index, that means we now have 20 solidified coins that they are so comfortable with and understand all their network effects, how they exist, why they exist, they can't go to zero. The fact that we have 20 of those, a lot of the low-hanging fruit of crypto is totally gone now. You know, and eventually we will get to 100 crypto stuff, but a lot of it would have been pushed out and it's basically been discovered as a use case in the crypto markets. But we're not there yet. We aren't there yet. Right now, all we have pretty much, they say the big three are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. That's what people say. They say, hey, well, there's enough network effects in there that they're not going to zero. What's the next ones? I don't know. Maybe Chainlink gets in there. Maybe Uni turns it around. I don't know what it's going to be. The best part is we don't know. The fact that we don't know, by the way, Doge is probably going to be in there. You know, but we're starting to figure it out. Maybe it was like maybe 4 or 5 out of 20. Once we start to hit the 10, 15, 20 mark, those 55% growth rates of altcoins I spoke to you about, it's probably more towards like 20%, which is still great. You're still crushing stocks, but you're not like, this is like God tier, 7 times getting wealthier faster. That's crazy, man. That's nuts. Friends, there's going to be people who spend 30 years to retire, and there's going to be someone who retires in this next cycle and they just spent 4 years. That's literally, oh man, it's gonna kill the person in the other industries, but like, you took the risk. There are no knowns here. You're watching literally a peanut brain guy skits with a squeaky chair and pointy elbows on the internet telling you, hey, we're gonna go up and I'm gonna go up. So that's the risk you take, right? So we deserve all the reward. Like and subscribe, catch you in the next one.